Hello everyone. Welcome back to Jake and Jenna English. I'm Jake Matthew, and this is episode 3. Today we're going to talk about something that frustrates so many English learners. Maybe it frustrates you too. You can understand English when you listen. You can understand when you read. But when you try to speak, nothing comes out, or the words come out very slowly and with difficulty. This is one of the most common problems in language learning, and today I'm going to explain why this happens and how you can fix it. Let's get started. First, let me tell you something important. If this is your problem, you are not alone. Millions of English learners have the same issue. They understand English very well, but they can't speak confidently. So why does this happen? Let me explain. There are two types of language skills. We call them passive skills and active skills. Passive skills are listening and reading. When you listen or read, you receive language. You don't have to produce anything. You just have to understand. Active skills are speaking and writing. When you speak or write, you have to produce language. You have to create sentences from your own mind. And here's the key point. Passive skills are much easier than active skills. Think about it like this. Understanding English is like recognizing a face. When you see someone you know, you recognize them immediately. It's easy and automatic. But speaking English is like drawing that person's face from memory. That's much harder. You need to remember all the details. You need to put everything together correctly. This is why you can understand English but can't speak it. Understanding is recognition. Speaking is production. Let me give you another reason. Most English learners spend too much time on passive practice. They listen to English, they read English, they watch videos in English, and that's great. Those things are important. But they don't practice speaking. They don't practice producing English. It's like learning to swim by only watching swimming videos. You can understand swimming, but you can't actually swim until you get in the water. The same is true for speaking English. You need to practice actually speaking. Here's another big reason. Many learners are afraid to make mistakes. When you listen or read, nobody knows if you make a mistake in understanding. It's private. But when you speak, people can hear your mistakes. They can hear if your grammar is wrong or if your pronunciation is bad. This fear stops many people from practicing speaking, and if you don't practice, you can't improve. Let me tell you something. Making mistakes is normal. It's part of learning. Every fluent English speaker made thousands of mistakes when they were learning. Now, let me explain one more important thing. Your brain has two types of knowledge. The first type is called declarative knowledge. This is knowledge about English. You know the rules, you know the grammar, you know vocabulary. The second type is called procedural knowledge. This is the ability to use English. It's the skill of speaking automatically without thinking about rules. When you only study English, you build declarative knowledge, but when you practice speaking, you build procedural knowledge. You need both, but most learners have a lot of declarative knowledge and very little procedural knowledge. That's why you understand everything but can't speak. You have the knowledge, but you don't have the skill yet. So how do we fix this problem? How do we turn understanding into speaking ability? I'm going to give you 4 powerful exercises. If you do these regularly, you will see improvement. Exercise number 1, shadow speaking. This is a fantastic exercise. Here's how it works. Find an audio or video in English. It should be at a level you can understand. Maybe it's this podcast. Listen to a sentence, then pause. Now repeat that sentence out loud, trying to copy exactly how it sounds. Do this for 5 or 10 minutes every day. This exercise connects listening and speaking. It trains your mouth to produce the English you understand. Exercise number 2. Describe your daily life out loud. We talked about this in episode 2, but it's so important I want to mention it again. Throughout your day, describe what you're doing in English. Talk to yourself. I'm making coffee. Now I'm pouring water. I'm adding sugar. This is active practice. You're producing English, not just receiving it. And you can do it anytime, anywhere. Exercise number 3. Record yourself speaking. This is powerful, but many people avoid it because it feels uncomfortable. But try it. Choose a simple topic. For example, my day today or my favorite food. Now, record yourself speaking about that topic for 1 or 2 minutes. Don't write a script, just speak naturally. Then listen to your recording. You'll notice your mistakes. You'll hear where you hesitated. This awareness helps you improve. Do this once or twice a week. After a few weeks, listen to your old recordings. You'll be surprised how much you've improved. Exercise number 4. Think of responses before conversations. Here's a smart trick. Before you have a conversation in English, prepare in your mind. For example, if you're going to a restaurant, think about what you might say. I'd like to order. Can I have? Thank you. If you're going to a meeting, think about possible questions and your answers. This pre-practice makes actual speaking much easier. You're activating your English before you need it. Remember, the key to all of these exercises is consistency. You don't need to practice for hours. Even 15 or 20 minutes of active speaking practice every day will make a huge difference. Your passive skills, listening and reading, are important. Keep doing those. But add active practice, speaking and writing. That's how you turn understanding into fluency. Okay, let's review what we learned today. We learned that understanding English is a passive skill, but speaking is an active skill. Active skills require more practice. We talked about why this gap exists. Most learners practice understanding, but don't practice producing English. Then we learned 4 exercises to bridge this gap: shadow speaking, describing your daily life, recording yourself speaking, and pre-thinking responses. My challenge for you this week: choose one of these exercises and do it every day for at least 10 minutes. Don't just listen to English, start producing English. That's the secret to speaking fluency. Thank you so much for listening to episode 3 of Jake and Jenna English. If you found this helpful, please subscribe to our channel and share this podcast with other English learners. Remember, understanding is just the first step. Now it's time to activate your speaking skills. I'm Jake Matthew, and I'll see you in the next episode. Keep practicing, and goodbye.